Mr. Scrooge, it's Christmas!
Christmas has even less to do with it, my dear sir, than your wife has or I have. You'd still owe me £20 and you're not in a position to repay if it was the middle of a heat wave and August bank holiday. Good afternoon.
A Christmas Carol is a very important component in a major revival of Christmas that was happening in the early 19th century. This was a time when England was rapidly modernizing and industrializing, and there was a sense that people were losing touch with the old ways and the old traditions. There was a whole slew of books about how Christmas was done in the past, a whole slew of books about the old favorite Christmas carols. New Christmas traditions were also coming into England at this time. It's really Dickens who crystallizes all that with this perfect story. He begins work on it in the fall of 1843. He wrote at a great speed. It was published on the 17th of December, 1843. And by Christmas Eve, the first print run of 5,000 copies was all sold out. So it was a phenomenon from the very beginning. One of the things that's the most memorable and one of the things that's passed into the language that people who haven't even read A Christmas Carol, they know about Scrooge. That has become a byword for being miserly. I think there's a lot packed into that name. It combines the words screw and gouge to give you a sense of vulture capitalism at its most merciless.
What reason have you to be merry? You're poor enough.
What right have you to be dismal? You're rich enough.
Humbug!
With the idea of this character that we love to hate at the beginning, Ebenezer Scrooge, the kind of ultimate miser who is reclaimed and does go through this conversion, it translates immediately into so many different media. By early 1844, there were 8 different stage adaptations running in London, only one of which had his endorsement.
I am the ghost of Christmas present. Look upon me.
It's more than just a story, it's a myth. And there are very few, modern books that have that kind of mythic power.
I know that men's deeds foreshadow certain ends, but if the deeds be departed from, surely the ends will change. Tell me to so with what you show me now.
Some of the scenes, particularly when the ghost of Christmas yet to come is silently guiding Ebenezer Scrooge around his prospective future, are really dark, gothic scenes. And it made me think, is this a book for children in some ways? It's really bleak and it's really terrifying.
Oh, that's scary stuff. Hey, should we be worried about the kids in the audience?
No, it's all right. This is culture.
It's very much of its time, but it's got this timeless quality because the characters are so indelible and universal, and you do have this wonderful supernatural dimension that allows him to kind of hop from past, present, and future.
Hello, you there, boy!
Me, sir?
Yes, you, my good fellow. What day is today?
Today? Why, it's Christmas Day, of course.
It's like a Shakespeare play, No one production can destroy the story. It's got that kind of Teflon quality that, maybe the kind of mythic dimension of the story shines through no matter what corruptions it goes through. I think A Christmas Carol is still relevant today because the worries that people had in the 1840s, that society was becoming too commercialized, was becoming too materialistic, they are writ large today. So I think it returns to this idea that Dickens was so influenced about, that we've got to transcend the Christmas of the belly and rediscover a Christmas of the heart.
And so, as Tiny Tim observed, God bless us.
And God bless us. 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 Everyone.